Hi everyone, my name is Sahar Basrafshan Magnuson, and I'll be sharing my three cultural values with you guys, which are achievement, benevolence, and universalism. So the first one I'm going to share with you guys is achievement, which is the definition of it is the personal success through demonstrating competence according to social standards. So for me, both my parents came to America from Iran at a young age, and I was born here. My siblings and I were born and raised here. But from the very beginning, they instilled in us that you work hard and everything you do, you work very hard at it and you are going to go to college. It's not a question if you're going to go, it's you will go to college and you will be doing some sort of graduate work as well. So I appreciate my parents for instilling in us that you always work hard and, that education is important. That same value I passed on to my own kids. So I have a 3-year old, 15, 17, and 19-year-old. And with obviously my 3-year old's a little too young for it, but with my three boys, I pass on the same type of values. It's a little different with my parents. It was a little more rigid that, education is important and that the type of degrees and that degrees are important. But with my kids, I'm more emphasizing just working hard. Just that working hard, success equals working hard, and just being productive human beings. And that even if they decide not to go to college, that's okay. I just want them, working hard at something. And the pictures I included are from my graduation when I was getting my master's degree. So my friends came to help me celebrate and support me, and my friend that I did the program with. Right. And then the next cultural value that's important to me is benevolence. So the definition of that is preservation and enhancement of the welfare of people with whom one is in frequent personal contact. So again, this was very important in my Iranian culture. You take care of your family, both your kids as well as your parents and your close friends, and just anyone of significant importance to you. So this picture right here is really important to me. The one that's on the left. This is my mom, and these are my grandparents, but these are on my dad's side. So this is my grandpa and my grandma. So my mom's in-laws, and this is my brother, myself, and my little sister. So the reason this picture is significant is when my mom didn't work when we were little. As we got older, she decided now's the time for her to go to school. She also worked during that time. And she basically, the long story short, both my grandparents were very, very ill. My grandpa passed away not too long after, and my grandma had stomach cancer. So my mom was actually helping to take care of my grandparents while she was working, while she was going to school to get her degrees, and while she was helping to raise us because we were still all somewhat young. So, just, like I said, that value of taking care of your family no matter what is important. And likewise, I take care of my kids and I plan on taking care of my parents. And even now, they're very independent, but I plan on, I try to help and just keep an eye out on them. And then this picture is significant because this is actually me. I was living in Las Vegas at the time and I got diagnosed with cancer. So, what my mom did was she would see patients, her work and figured out a schedule. She would see patients one week and then she would take a week off, come out to Las Vegas, take care of me. Um, Basically, the week she'd be working, I would get chemotherapy, and then after chemotherapy, she would come out and take care of me because that's when the symptoms and the side effects would all kick in. So again, selfless woman always taking care of me, and that's the influence I've had. And so both her and my dad are amazing people that have put this value of benevolence in me. And the last one is universalism. So, understanding, appreciation, tolerance, and protection for the welfare of all people and for nature. So, I feel like benevolence, that value has significantly influenced my value of universalism. So, these two pictures. So, basically, I've always been involved in healthcare. I feel like healthcare is a perfect fit for me because I don't just look at a patient and see. Um, the black and white. I try to get a little more detail into figuring out why is it they think or feel this the way they do, and if there's anything I can do to help them and make their situation better. So this picture on the left is actually our team in public health, the first one I was involved in. The one that was a little more significant for me was when I was working on the SCD unit. So we'd see patients who had syphilis and pregnant females who had syphilis. So I would always try to figure out why is it that, they weren't getting their treatment? Is it that healthcare is not important to them? Are they homeless? Do they not have insurance? Do they not have a ride? And anything I could do to help. And then this picture is actually of a thank you card I received from Make-A-Wish when I worked in pediatric oncology in Las Vegas. I was really involved in Make-A-Wish and getting my patients any wishes if they wanted one. So, yeah, so those are all my um, values, and thank you guys for listening.